for my video project, the food I will be focusing on is boba. Me and my sister often make Thai milk tea together at our house, so today I thought I'd show you how we do that. Later in the video, I will also show you my top favorite places to get boba in Orange County. Step 1 is to gather ingredients. We use Thai tea leaves, sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, and black tapioca pearls. Step 2 is to boil the water. You'll need 2 pots, one for the Thai tea and one for the boba. I forgot to add it here, but for every teaspoon of Thai leaves, gently boil 1 cup of water. There aren't any instructions for measurements for the boba pearls, just to add the pearls at a gentle boil, so I just measure with my heart. The pearls continue boiling for 20 to 25 minutes, floating at the top and gradually turning darker and darker in color. As they boil, they get to a syrupy consistency, and right about now at the 20-minute mark, we could see this color. Today, I'll be putting my Thai milk tea in my milk and tea jar, a boba shop in Little Tokyo. I forgot to show the tea boiling, but this is the color after boiling and before I strain it. Now that the tea and boba pearls are ready, I start building my boba. First, I add the boba with a spoon, also getting the syrup I added off camera. In an attempt to make it more aesthetic, I tried to add the syrup to the sides of the glass and make it prettier. Unfortunately, this quickly disappeared. After my first step of putting the boba at the bottom of the jar and adding the syrup on the sides, I use a ladle and fill my glass with the Thai tea. After further consideration and looking back at the tapes, I definitely did not add enough Thai tea, but that's okay. The third layer in the milk tea is the condensed milk. You can add however much you like. I like mine pretty sweet, and this is how it looks once it's added. The fourth layer in my milk tea is the evaporated milk. As I was recording, I definitely added way too much evaporated milk in ratio to the Thai tea that I had poured. So rather than turning into an orangey color, as you can see now, it ended up turning into this definitely very much a white color once I mixed it all together. This was pretty disappointing as I wanted the orangey color to be in the video, but it still tasted pretty good, and you can still learn from my mistake not to add too much evaporated milk. Here's me taking my first sip of the boba and being disappointed when I realized I forgot to add the brown sugar when the boba was boiling. Possibly the biggest foodie in my household, my dog Biggie was very disappointed when I wouldn't share my Thai milk tea with her, so my sister gave her a few licks of hers. This is her trying the milk tea, and as you can see, she gives the milk tea a 10 out of 10 and wouldn't leave my sister alone. For everyone else, however, the milk tea left us wanting more, so here are my favorite places to get boba in Orange County. I was able to narrow my favorites down to 2. This is Cha for Tea in Irvine. This is my usual order: a large honeygreen milk tea with less ice, 4 pumps of sweetener, and specifically the roasted brown sugar boba. As you can see, this is very fresh, and they make it every hour. Sometimes the brown sugar boba hasn't even melted the sugar all the way, as it's so fresh. Here is my first sip of the day, and as you can tell, I give it the thumbs up of approval, always so consistently good. Another popular flavor at Cha for Tea is the almond milk tea, which is what my friend got. I'll even stop my usual order to get this sometimes. It tastes like cherries and almonds, and I definitely recommend it, especially with the roasted brown sugar boba. As an added bonus, me and my friend also got the popcorn chicken in mild. It is very flavorful, and since we got it in mild, not too spicy, although you can go up in spice level. I definitely recommend it, especially as it comes with the sweet and sour sauce that pairs very well. It's crispy on the outside but juicy on the inside and made for the perfect snack. Another one of my favorite boba shops is Class 302. Not so much for their milk tea, but more so for their toppings. Also located in Irvine, Class 302 had a self-serving boba bar before COVID-19. Now you have to ask for help, but they still have an array of toppings. The shop is reminiscent of the beginnings of boba. Although it's unclear for sure, it's widely accepted that the origins of boba were in the 1980s at a tea shop in Taiwan. Class 302's decor is based off of Taiwanese high school classrooms. Returning back to the toppings aspect, as Jean Paul once said in Viva la Boba, regulars sometimes parfait their boba, layering pudding and boba, and this is coincidentally what I do here. Personally, I like to layer egg pudding, then boba, and then the taro pudding here. I usually get the honey milk tea, and it's perfect. Possibly one of my favorite boba shops of all time, next on my list is Omomo, also located in Irvine. A definite favorite amongst all my friends, here I order the Omomo matcha. Rather than get it with toppings, I leave it plain, as the matcha brulee definitely takes center stage. I recommend this drink to anyone who likes matcha, and also recommend that you arrive early, as the store is so popular it's usually pretty busy. I couldn't wait to get home, so here's me in my car taking my first sip of the Omomo matcha in a very long time. The matcha quality is very high, and again I recommend it to matcha lovers and boba lovers everywhere. Thank you for watching my video!